They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my houses. Yes, you said. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe the slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be, slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash, get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 Look, ain't no remorse in my blood cell. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it in the damn. My king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 All jokes aside. From Westworld. I'm missing that for life. Let's get it. Don't be sure, tell them make sure. If not, we gon' make more. Clips say it hold 20, but I think it could take more. Grab a stick, fire on your camp, we gon' make s'mores. I ain't satisfied with my spot, then I'ma take yours. No matter how many roadblocks in my way, I'ma break forward. This path I'm on is so damn narrow, I just stay forward. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, I just ate more. Put them on my plate, I'm never full, give me 8 more. Nigga, I don't sugarcoat shit, bitch, I'm straightforward. Don't give a fuck if they don't let me in.
in, I just break doors. Ballin' so hard, they asking what team that I play for. Skimmer who? They ain't stopped making guns when they made yours. Sick with it, feeling like I woke up with stage 4. They ain't want the beast loose, what they opened up the cage for. Endure the pain, been through hard times is what I'm made for. Paid my dues, never left a wage, I just rage war. So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Still against all enemies. In high school, you was the man, that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing, dog, I plan to keep. You lose your mind where I'm from, I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing times, wasting steady pacing. You off track, I'm on that. You pray to God, hoping he can save you. But there's power by war, and that's a different angle. This another lost cause, and I'm just adding to the list. They not seeing me for that reason, got a flash on the grip. Nigga, big priest, they gon' judge me by my increase. And I'ma keep stepping in these joys to the increase. Just got off the phone with Jacob, and he said it's time to shine. Certified, blue dot, put it on you, now you verified. One West world, bigger than World War III. Do not sleep, it's not cheap, and it's still top 3.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Came on boats and then chains, so when I get rich, I'ma grab a boat and 10 chains with 12 ribs from each tribe. And each rib gonna have at least 3 kids. Yeah, I'ma have the deep squad. Been rapping since knee high, now a nigga shack size. Spit that holy fire, when you hear it, you get baptized. One West world, yeah, you niggas know the logo. And I'ma bust it down so the haters see the glow glow. Let's have a feast, let's shine on our enemies. Right in they face, let's blind all our enemies. Cause now we half, but we come from half knots. Throw that cash on the ground, my nigga, let's cast lots. I started from the bottom, birthed out of mud, raised by gangsters, turned out a thug. I ain't give a fuck, burnt out I was, from hitting licks in and out and selling nicks in the drop.
So many chains and gold teeth, it's the blood of a slave. Sit on a throne with a gold crown from the blood of a slave. This is our world, got it from the mud to the grave. Become a thing in the past, don't be a story in my page.
Hey man, y'all ready for this Passover, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's get it, man. Hey man, listen, I got my garment, I got my little outfit for the black party. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be staying.
You pay your ticket yet?
Huh?
You pay your Passover ticket? The fees. You pay the fees?
What's your ticket?
$200.
Nah, man, y'all did that?
Hell yeah.
Y'all, wow, man, I ain't pay that yet, bro. Shoot,
What?
man. Cap said we ain't gotta do that, man. We ain't gotta about that.
What the hell, boy?
I'm not working the Passover. What you talking about? I mean,
I think Cap let it come in right now. Hey, that's the doorbell right there. I think that's Cap right there at the door. That's Cap. Okay, let me go ask him about these fees.
Wait, hold.
Excuse me, Cap. I heard we don't gotta pay our Passover fees.
Who said that?
Matter of fact, never mind.
Who said it? Who said we ain't gotta pay our Passover fees? Where is he? Where is he?
Cap, this ain't shit.
Who said we ain't gotta pay our Passover fees?
So lucky, Cap.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start smacking everybody in here until I figure out who said it. Starting with you.
Please! Please! Yeah! Please don't smack my baby! She's only 2 months!
We fall down, but we get up. We fall down, but we get up. We fall down.
He tried it.
Hey, shalom, Lord in Christ, man. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Brakathum. To the brothers, shalom, shamar, atham by Shem Yahushua. To the sisters, man. You know what I mean? This is ISUPK Delaware. Of course, y'all know ISUPK started out of 1 West Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching this truth that is so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American and the true children of the house of Israel, man. So make sure y'all get y'all precepts books out, you know what I'm saying? Get your Bibles out, get your Apocryphas out, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into it a little bit today about brotherhood a little bit and why you should prefer your brother. You know what I mean? You should prefer your brother, the brothers in this truth over the women in this world, you know what I'm saying? Over your families, you see what I'm saying? And over, you know, these false traditions and these other false religions, you know what I mean? Everything that you need, you can get from your brothers, and your brothers will give you life, you know what I'm saying? One of the things when I first came into this truth was having to go against, you know, my family and, you know, my friends, and they're like, oh man, here come this guy again, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
Here come this guy talking that Bible stuff. When I was in Christianity, I ain't had no problem. You know what I mean? Talking about the Bible with thus said the Lord back then. But, you know, when I got into the truth, you know, I began to be called all types of devils and demons. And, you know, I'm speaking blasphemies, you know what I'm saying? Because we come against the idea of Christianity, you know what I mean? And in the traditions of man. And we don't realize in the world, we love these traditions. We love, you know, birthdays and Christmas and New Year's. We love these traditions. And when you first come into this truth, man, it's like you realize you're lonely in this world. You see what I'm saying? And it can be stressful to a lot of us. You know what I mean? That's why brotherhood is such a weapon. You know what I mean? It's not just a weapon to go on and take on, you know, enemies and take on different things, but it's also, this is where you can come to, you know, really, you can all be in one mind. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has the same mind. Everybody's all on one accord.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's so much stuff that you can get with that. All right. So like here, we're going to get right into it. We're going to start at Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9 and verse 15. Cam, grab that apocrypha right there. All right, I want you to find Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9 and verse 15. Yeah, I'm gonna get you in the class there, young boy. All right. Make sure everybody is there. It's probably one here. Let me know when y'all get there. You there? Yeah, anybody in the chat, if y'all got any questions, don't hesitate to ask. If y'all got any questions in the class, you know what I mean, definitely don't hesitate to ask. You know what I mean? Hey, what up, Kev? You know what I mean? Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You know what I mean? Young Kev in the building. All right. So, yeah. Like I said, any questions, be sure to put them in the chat. They'll be sure to show up. That's right. All right. You good? Let me get chapter 9 and verse 15. Nice and strong. Hold up. Is the John on?
And then you gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, I see you saying it. So
I'm already doing that, so
I want to do that. Hold tight for us real quick, y'all.
no, they can hear you though.
Oh, they can off the computer.
Okay, where is your
Cool. All right. Make sure y'all can hear us over here. All right, Cam, nice and strong, man. Let me get Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 and verse 15.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
Let thy talk be with the wise,
Mm-hmm.
and all thy communication in the law of the Most High.
That's right. That's how we should deal, man. You know what I mean? When people are asking us questions or anything that we're dealing with, it should always be with the wise. It should always be with the commandments of the Most High. You know what I mean? Anything that we're doing. You see what I'm saying? When somebody coming up, when you're thinking about getting ready, you know what I'm saying? You should be thinking about how do the wise get ready? How do the wise prepare themselves? You see what I'm saying? How do my brothers act? You know what I mean? When you get prepared to come amongst the brethren, all right, for example. You know what I'm saying? You want to be considering the old past. You want to consider the wise men. You see what I'm saying? So your communication should always be that way as well. You know that, I ain't got to tell you can't eat pork because you know that's what the Lord says. You know what I mean? I ain't got to tell you can't go to a birthday party because, you know what I mean, that's what the Lord says. And understand, people going to have parties in the world, right? And they're going to invite you to come to their parties and things like that. And everybody's going to go, right? You just don't be part of the blowing of the candles and all the traditions that come along with it. But if you go into a birthday party, it's going to make somebody say, well, hey, I thought you was an Israelite. What are you doing here? Don't go. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing here? I thought, Mr. Hebrew Israelite. You supposed to not go to any birthday parties and all that celebration stuff. I thought that's what you know what, you're right. We're not supposed to. You know what I mean? But it's plenty of people that don't know who we are. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't telling you to, look for a birthday party to go to. But what I'm saying is that sometimes consider the wise and consider the law when you're thinking of these things. You shouldn't want to be at a birthday party. You shouldn't want to go to a Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't want to, what's another one? Mother's Day, Father's Day, all that type stuff. You know what I mean? Of course, Father's Day, we ain't getting no respect anyway, so it don't matter. We might get what we going to get, a tie? I think a cup. World's greatest dad. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, mom gets all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, you definitely want to you want to keep all communication and it has to do with the law and the Most High. Always keep that at your forefront. All these things that we teaching you, you should prefer that. You should prefer the law over anything. All right. Let me get verse 16.
And let just men eat and drink with thee.
That's right. You let the just man eat and drink. Watch the company you keep, man. You know what I mean? What they used to say about in the world? Birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? Watch the company you keep. You don't want to be known as somebody who's around a bunch of whoremongers or somebody who's around somebody who's drug dealing or just in the world just doing all type of things, stealing, robbing. You know what I mean? You don't want to be associated with them. You know what I mean? Watch the company you keep. People that you want. We got friends in the world, right? I got friends in the world too. You know what I'm saying? But I know that if I get with my friends in the world and we go drinking and stuff, they might get a little unruly. They might go out there and start fights. You know what I mean? Get into all types of mischief. Whereas when I'm with my brothers in the UPK and we go out and drink, we go and we sit amongst each other. We ain't bothering nobody. You know what I mean? We might talk to a woman or two. That's about it. But at least ain't nobody talking to somebody else's woman. Because we just know not to do it. The first thing that's going to come out of our mouth is, hey, what's up, sis? You got a man? Oh, all right, no sweat. And then keep moving. You know what I mean? Your brothers in the world be like, you got a man, sis? Oh, they ain't even going to say sis. Like, yo, what's up? You got a man, shorty? You got a man? Yeah. Is he here? Well, he might be coming a little later. Oh, he too late. You know what I'm saying? Let me go. Come on, man. Let me holler at you over here real quick. And then her man come over, I gotta fight every night to prove my love. I gotta fight every night to prove my love. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? You choose who you hang with. You know what I mean? Why should you hang with? You know what I mean? Because not everybody is worthy to hang with you. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is worthy to be your friend, man. Like I tell my son all the time. He called those people that's in his school his friends, and I like to tell him these are your associates, these are your classmates. You know what I mean? Your true friends are the ones who's actually been in your house. I met their parents. You know what I'm saying? Those are your real friends. You know what I mean? You got people that's just that you know what I mean? But then there's other people that they've been proven. All right. And we're gonna get that too. Let me get chapter 6 and verse 7.
Chapter 6
yep. Ecclesiasticus, yep.
Chapter 6, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I get this right.
All right. Same book, Ecclesiasticus. Yep. Everybody there? All right, word. All right. Go ahead, read that, Ken.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Stop. Say that again.
Prove him first.
What do you think that means?
See if he's a good friend or not.
Okay. Can you prove a friend just by meeting him? No. It takes some time, right? How you know that Nate is your homie?
Because we've gotten really mad at each other and we're still friends.
Yo, that's it.
That's a good one. That's excellent.
That's an excellent one. That's an excellent one. Because I'm gonna tell you, man, some friends, they can break up over $20. You know what I'm saying? Some friends break up over a woman. You know what I'm saying? A disagreement, like you said. You know, y'all gotten real mad at each other, and then after a while, it's like, yo, man, we cool. Yeah, man, I'm over that. And y'all right back to being tight again. You know what I'm saying? That's how you can prove a friend. That's one way. You know what I'm saying? A major way is if something go down.
That'll clear it up.
Yeah, that'll clear it up too. If something go down and he ain't got your back, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to deal with that. You know what I mean? After, you know, y'all get into a little fight with somebody or whatever, and they try to, you know, dump on you or dump on him, and you turn and run away. All right, no sweat. You ain't really for me. You ain't making sure that I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That's how you prove a friend. But that what you gave was an excellent example. You know what I'm saying? Excellent example. So you should prove your friends. All right, go ahead, continue reading.
If thou wouldst get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
What you think that mean? Be not hasty to credit him.
I don't know what hasty means.
I mean, quick.
So don't credit him too soon if he does something like that's worthy of it.
No. Be not hasty to credit him. So you got to prove your friend first, right? But be not hasty to credit them. Any idea? Sharon, got any idea? What you got for that one? Be not hasty to credit. Go ahead. Speak into the mic.
No, I'm just gonna say it's just don't be so act like they've done so much for you when they really haven't done anything, or put so much trust in somebody that they're not going to do it actually.
Okay. All All right, I like it. Young man Chris in the back, man. What you got, man? What you got there, man? Same answer. See? Chris. I bangs with Chris all day. Chris is hey, it's the same answer. She answered it right. God. If he dies, he dies. God, that's it, man. You know what I mean? Don't be so quick to give somebody credit to being your friend. That's basically what it is, man. You know what I mean? Don't be so quick to call somebody your friend. You see what I'm saying? Because they haven't proven anything. Just because you met them, oh, that's my homie right there. That's my buddy right there. And then y'all go out and come to find out nobody likes this guy.
Nobody. He talks about you crazy.
He talks about you crazy. He all crazy out in the open. He's a horrible drunk. You know what I mean? Just everything is just wrong. And everything about him, you realize that was just a facade, which you saw in the school. You know what I mean? Like, you know how we quick to say, we like, that person is invited to the barbecue. You know what I'm talking about, the oppressor. You know what I mean? Because they around you, they act all cool. You know what I mean? Everything's all, hunky dory and everything. You know what I'm saying? And they oh yeah, man, this boy know how to rap. He know how to dance like us. He know how to rap like us. He listened to our music. Oh, he invited to the barbecue. The boy even know how to fry chicken. He invited to the barbecue. And then you go around his family. And he act like he don't even know you. He act like he don't even know you. I remember back in the day, I had a friend in my elementary school. His name was TJ, right? In the school, one of the most popular, oppressor kids, you know what I mean? And in a school party and everything, this dude invited me to his birthday party at his crib, right? I'm one of his close friends in school. Goes to the birthday party. That boy ain't said a word to me the whole time. Not one time, not one moment. And it's crazy because they get around their friends and, the majority is them. And they really show you who they are. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell a lot of my homies, I went to a predominantly white school. And when you go to the party and you there with a couple of your friends, your black friends, everything is straight. But go to one of them parties by yourself. It ain't the same vibe. You know what I'm saying? And they look to call you a derogatory name. They look to say that N-word on you. They'll look to and go ahead and say something and do something about it. Not with all my friends here. So be careful who you so quick to call a friend just because they do something for you. Don't give them credit right away. All right, thanks. Hey, appreciate it. That don't mean you my ace. You know what I mean? Be around people. Prove them friends. You know what I'm saying? Any questions on that? All right, drop down to verse 13. Let me get that.
Separate thyself from thy enemies.
Separate? Mm-hmm.
Separate thyself from thy enemies, and take heed of thy friends.
See that? What does that mean, Cam? Separate thyself from thine enemies. Who's your enemies, Cameron? Now we talking about friends, right?
You got something on his mind.
Yeah, you definitely do. Good. Who's thine enemies? All right. That's what we definitely know. You know what I mean? The oppressor is definitely our enemy. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand, sometimes even your brother can be your enemy. You know what I'm saying? So when we prove in our friends, how do we prove them? Ooh. See, that's why the first scripture that I read in Ecclesiasticus is talking about a specific thing, right? the law, wise men. See, when you get a little bit older, you're going to realize that it's important to be around men who consider the law, because they're not going to do you dirty. We're not going to be coming after your woman. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to be talking about you behind your back. That's why you should prefer the brothers in the ISUPK. You should prefer the brothers that's in the truth, because we are held to a standard. So in order for you to prove your friends, you got to have a foundation for them to be proved upon. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to look at something. How else you going to learn? You're going to learn just by, y'all just hanging around each other all the time, of course. But how do you know that's a good friend? He ain't never stole from me. He ain't never do these bad things. Well, how do you know what's good and bad? From the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why it's important to build up that foundation so that your communication is of God and is of the law, statutes, and commandments. That's important to know. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, it's easy for us to say that the oppressor is the enemy. You know what I'm saying? We could say the oppressor, he is. You know what I mean? And don't be so quick to call him your friend just because what's in the vicinity? In other words, you go to a predominantly white school, right? If you go to a predominantly white school, I'm giving an example. If you go to a predominantly white school, you're going to find some folks that are cool. Oh, that's not the worst person in the world. He ain't trying to take nothing he's not trying to do me dirty. But just be mindful. You know what I mean? Because they will show themselves that they're not for you, for real. And there's some brothers that's not in the world that'll also show themselves that they're not for you. So the way you got to build up yourself based on that foundation, so that brother can then see who you are as a person, and then maybe he'll mimic that. And then guess what? Y'all can prove one another to be right.
It's like having the same interest to a certain point as time goes on.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Because after a while, two cannot walk together unless they agree, as the scripture says. You know what I'm saying? After a while, all that bumping heads, it gets annoying. I know for a fact, because one of my best homies, when I got married, my best friend, you know what I'm saying? He believed he a Hamite. Dang.
Oh, Dane?
Yeah. He believed he a Hamite. You know what I mean? Went and married a Hamite. You know what I'm saying? And that's his belief. Hey, I mean, if he watch, he watch. I hope he watch. You know what I'm saying? But that's what he believes. And we can have all types of discussions, but when I start going into the truth about this Bible and talking about the Hamite and talking about how we should separate from these heathens and how we should not marry their daughters, you see what I'm saying? Oh, let me get off the phone with you. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing to say to you. You know what I mean? This is my homie. This is my ace back in the day. You know what I mean? My own family members. They only want to hear about but so much. You know, you tell them, you start talking about the Bible, go ahead and try to tell your mother that she can't eat no pork or she can't eat no shrimp, crab, and lobster. Go ahead. See how long that conversation lasts before she say, all right, well, anyway, let's talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? At some point, we got to be on the same page. You're going to lose that friend because the scriptures even tell us that we should not, if our brother is disobeying the law, we're supposed to warn him. Else that sin will fall upon us. And I ain't doing it just to be like saving myself. I'm doing it because I want you to be right with the Most High. Because that's what love is, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Y'all can read that in 1 John chapter 3. I'm in chapter 5 and verse 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's important. Yeah, eventually that's what's going to happen. Unless you just don't care, right? You just don't care. You don't care that your friend is living in sin. You don't care that they in the world. You don't care that, you know, the Most High is not happy with the decisions that they're making. And they're going through hell, and they're telling you about the hell that they're going through. And all you can say is, oh, well, you know, nobody wants to say, well, it's because you're not keeping the law, statutes, commandments.
Right.
Nobody wants to say it's because you're not keeping the high holy days, because you want to put everything in front of the Most High and what he wants to hold us accountable to. Nobody wants to say that. Rather, they'll just say, oh, well, you know, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that you're going through such hell, and the dude that you dating, I'm sorry that, you know, he ain't the one again. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. You know, but, you know, maybe you're not choosing wisely because you need to find a righteous man. And I ain't trying to say you're going to start talking that ISUPK Hebrew Israelite stuff. They beat their woman. Like, oh, okay, now you just making up stuff. All right.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah. So, you know, eventually, again, you're going to separate because it's going to be more in your heart to care about your friends, and they're not going to want to hear it. They're not going to hear nothing. And how long can you live like that? How long can you live with your voice not being heard of nothing? And you got the most important thing to say, because you saying what thus saith the Lord. You must not care. You must not care about getting his message. You must not care about his kingdom. You can't. If you can continue to live and be with people in this world without saying nothing, like, because they don't want to be with you. Just to let you know that now, they don't want to be with you. You don't. They want the old you. They want the you that, you know, they grew up with. That's the person that they want. Stay that person. Don't become that. Don't become born again and take on this new ideal and this new truth. They don't want that person. And the crazy part is we're not really too far from that person. Who I was. I'm just keeping the law, statutes, commandments, but I'm still funny. You know what I mean? My rib, she still says what's on her mind. She don't hold her tongue for nothing. You know what I mean? But she still knows that there is a law that's in place. You know what I mean? And that's what I put that on my son as well, because our children are so easily influenced, but this is going to be their generation that changes things. So we got to make sure that we get this information to them. All right, let me get verse 14.
A faithful friend is a strong defense.
He's a what?
A strong defense.
A faithful friend is a strong defense. You see what I'm saying? They're going to have your back no matter what, whether you're there or whether you're not there. They always going to have your back, man. You know what I'm saying? I was hearing a story not too long ago about Captain Zion and Captain Arya. You know what I mean? Somebody said something about Captain Zion, even though it wasn't crazy. You know what I mean? Captain Arya was like, ho, no, that ain't what it is. You know what I mean? He a hardworking, you know, but he said, oh, so I didn't mean it like that. You know what I mean? And they all, you know, these are all brothers. And of course, nothing was said wrong. But even still, just to hear something slight that might be, somebody come in and be like, yo, Tashiyam, man. No, man, Tashiyam ain't like that, bro. You know what I mean? Don't be talking about my man's like that. You know what I mean? And then I'm going to tell him what he really like. You know what I'm saying? Look at this one. But no. Yeah, right. Put the mic on there. But nah, you know what I mean? Nah. You know what I mean? That's what a friend does, because he's been proven. I've been around. I know Tashiyam. You know what I'm saying? So nobody can just come up and be like, this is how Tashiyam. No, that ain't what he's about. You know what I mean? Nobody can come up to you, Nate, and tell you about you, Cam. And you can't. I can't even talk. I got to excuse me, man. Nate, you can't. You're not going to let anybody say anything about Nate. You know what I'm saying? Same back there with Chris, man. Chris ain't gonna let anybody say anything about Quahal. He knows Quahal. He grew up with Quahal. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we know our friends. You know what I mean? And we are faithful defense. Go ahead.
A faithful friend is a strong defense,
Mm-hmm.
and he that hath found such and one hath found a treasure.
You have found the treasure, man. Ain't nothing like a real good friend. Ain't nothing like somebody that you could depend upon when you got something going on. You can't tell nobody else, but you could tell your homie. You could tell your ace, yo, man, let me tell you about this right here. Because you know he ain't going to run behind your back and start talking about you. You know what I mean? And doing spreading rumors on you. All right, go ahead.
Nothing doth countervail faithful friend, and his excellency is valuable.
It's
invaluable.
Invaluable. You can't put a price on it, man. Can't put a price on it. Sharon, you can't put a price on your friend Tasha, right? Can't get another friend like her, like Lynette, like Tiff. Because they're your friends. You're not going to be like, nobody's going to, nobody, you know what I mean? She ain't even on social media. You're an anomaly, man. They don't even know who you are, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Cam, Nate, you know what I'm saying? Jada. Well, yeah. You can't put a price on it. I can't put a price on coming into this truth and getting with Tasha Young, man. Captain Taziawan, Captain Aria, man. Invaluable.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, again, man, this is my therapy. This is how I don't go crazy. If it wasn't for the ISUPK, I'd be crazy. Lights off on Friday, Cameron. Babe, prepare a salad the day before. Unplug the refrigerator. No, you can't go shopping. And take them pants off. You can't wear pants. I'd have been crazy if it weren't for ISUPK, man. She give me that look all she wanted. She wasn't wearing pants. She said, I gotta take the pants off. We was doing it wrong. Put that dress back on every day. You can't go shopping on a Friday and a Saturday. Turn the lights off. It's sundown. Where my tuna fish? Put the fringes on the bottom of the shirt. Put the fringes on the bottom. Sew them on the bottom. Do it now. Spread it. Put them on a t-shirt, man. I need them on a t-shirt. Didn't I? Then we have them. I had them on a t-shirt. No, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I know about me. I did it, man. I've been crazy if it wasn't you, but Barakatha Yahweh Yahushua for ISUPK, man, and the ISUPK in Delaware, man. You know what I'm saying? For getting with these brothers and reading these scriptures, iron sharpening iron, and getting better to the point now we doing it the right way. Now I'm out here looking all crazy. You know what I'm saying? All right. Invaluable is what these brothers are. Let me get Micah. Actually, let me get Acts chapter 4 and verse 31. What's the time looking like? Oh, okay. Got a couple more minutes, man. I ain't gonna be before y'all long. So yeah, let me get Acts chapter 4. And verse 31. Actually, you know what? Yeah, because that's a couple. Let me drop that. Let me get Micah chapter 7 and verse 5 instead. Micah chapter 7 and verse 5. For the sake of time. All right. Chapter 7. Go ahead.
Trust ye and not a friend. Put ye not confidence.
Say that again.
Trust ye not in a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Put ye not confidence in a guide.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom.
Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. Can you pick that one up, babe? Sure. This is I went to Micah.
That's what I thought.
Micah chapter 7 and verse 6. I mean verse 5. Trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. Keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. You got that one, Chris?
Sounds like don't be talking. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Kaboom. You can drop bombs in the class, man. That's a bomb right there. Yeah, don't be pillow talking, man. You know what I mean? Because that woman, when she get angry with that man, she gonna air out all your grievances, unless you chose wisely. If you chose wisely and you chose a good woman that knows not to, embarrass her husband, you know what I mean? And that's rare. That's a rare find there. That's a rare find. You know what I mean? But if you do choose a woman that knows not to air out her husband or embarrass her husband, even still, you better be careful. Because those conversations, they'll draw up a conclusion of who you dealing with. And you might say something just because you might be mad at your friend. Like say, for instance, when you was mad at Nate, and then you went and just told, a girl that you like. Right? Now she got that all in her head, knowing that's not him all the time. That's just who he was at the time. You was upset, blah, blah, blah. And he did something and told you in confidence. And then you went and told your girlfriend. I know you ain't got one. I mean, right? So I got you. No, look at this side eye. This dude funny. We'll talk. But but yeah, man. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful of that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so quick to trust anybody. You know what I mean? Don't like the scripture says, you know what I mean? Prove your friends. Don't be so quick to call them your friend. Because if you go and talk to them and say some things, they might then spread those things around to other people. All right?
So who's the guy?
Who's
the guy?
What are you talking about?
Says, put ye not confident in God.
That's a good question. Trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide. Help me out with that real quick, Tashia. What would be a guide? Is this like somebody who would that be like a leader? Or not like a leader, like a what would that be like? All right, no sweat.
I'm gonna get back to you.
All right, no sweat. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to I'm gonna get back to you on that one. I'll tell you later. I'll get back to you that one. That's a good question. Trust ye not in a friend, put ye not confidence in a guide.
The guide would be a friend.
So it would still be a friend. So, but
well, like okay,
because I do see that, like, you know what I mean. Would this be like a no? This wouldn't be like for counsel or anything like this, because of course you definitely would trust in them. This would like a teacher, but yeah, I'm gonna get more understanding on that one. I'm gonna get more understanding on that one.
So I would say where it says trust ye not in a friend, that'll be more like trust not in a neighbor, in thy neighbor. and put not confident in a guy, that guy would be, I would look at that guy as a close friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna get more understanding on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna pencil that for myself as well. So Thawada says I'm definitely going to take that, and I'll get back to you on that one. I'll get that to you. All right, but even still, you know what I mean, because it's like this, especially when it's going into saying, it almost does kind of sound like a if somebody is giving you advice. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like be mindful of the people that you're taking advice from. So don't put confidence in somebody you're taking advice, because they're guiding you. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to put all your confidence in somebody that's giving you advice if they're not giving you wise advice. Because the scripture then goes on and say, and definitely, this is almost like all about advice. Don't trust in your friend. Don't put your confidence in somebody who's giving you advice, and definitely don't pillow talk. You see what I'm saying? Because you're seeking to get advice. You go to your friend, you're not getting what you want. A family member, you know what I mean? Somebody who, somebody who's a little bit authority over you, maybe a little bit more age than wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And they're you asking them for some advice that they went through, and they might have, like, you know how they be saying, don't be getting advice about marriage from somebody who's never been married. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get advice from people who actually been through it. You know what I mean? Like you look at here's just an example. When you think about guides, right? And they take you on a tour, were they there? The guy, they wasn't there, but they studied about it. You know what I mean? So, I'm not going to put all my confidence in somebody who wasn't there or who hasn't experienced it, or they're just going off of, what they saw somebody else go through. That sounds to me like somebody who's guiding. Somebody who's actually experienced it, those are the wise men and things like that, things of that sort. So don't put too much confidence. It's not saying don't listen to them. It's just saying don't put too much confidence in them. So, but even still, even though that sounds a little bit more like it, I still want to get a little bit more clarification on it. All right. And it says, keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in the bosom. So, of course, we know exactly what that is. You know what I mean? But it's different levels. Your friend, that guide, and then your woman. All right. Let me get verse 6, Cam.
Micah?
Oh yeah, this clears it up a little bit here. Mm-hmm.
For the son dishonoreth the father.
Mm-hmm.
The daughter riseth up against her mother.
Mm-hmm.
The daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
A man's enemies are the men of his own house.
So that kind of clarifies it a little bit. You see what I'm saying? Because it's talking about how the separation is. You know what I mean? The mother against the son against the daughter against the mother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the father against the son, the daughter, blah, blah, blah. We can give you the advice and give you all that you want, but you're going to do what you're going to do. You know what I mean? So it's just like the people that become your enemy are those of your own house. Like when you come into this whole truth and you're teaching this truth, your own family is going to come against you. You know what I mean? Scriptures, I want to say, even said that where there's 3 in a house, 2 will come against 1. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but that is what it is. You know what I mean? He said, I did not come to bring peace, but a sword, a set of variance between mother and father, father and son. I mean, yeah, you know the scripture. You know what I'm talking about. If y'all need more understanding, you know what I mean, definitely go ahead and read that, man. You know what I mean? It's the world is against us. All right. Any more questions on that? What else we got? Yeah. Guilty bastard. Yeah, God. All right, and let me get one more. Let me get Matthew chapter 12. All right. And we're gonna wrap it up here. This is Matthew chapter 12, and we want verse 48. Oh my God. And this kind of goes off of what we was just reading. You got it? Go ahead.
But he answered and said unto him that told him,
Mm-hmm.
Who is my mother, and who are my brethren?
Jump up to verse 47. Actually, it's 46.
While he yet talked to the people,
Mm-hmm.
behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him.
See that? His mother and brother stood without. They wasn't in the midst. They wasn't there with him. Where was they at? Without. Stood without. Go ahead.
Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee.
Desiring to speak with you. You sitting here doing work, and they out there, and they trying to stop you from doing what you doing just to speak with you. You know what I'm saying? That's like if I was on the corner, you know what I mean? I'm speaking, and somebody come whisper, "Hey, Salakia, your mom and them out there, they want to speak to you." I'm supposed to stop what I'm doing? First and foremost, the Akian wouldn't even come up to me. They wouldn't even stop me. They just be like, "All right, he'll be done in a minute. I'll let him know when he come down." But they desiring to speak with him, and then with the Yahweh, and they speaking to Christ. This is Christ. You know what I mean? His mother and his brethren is out there, and they ready to speak with him. They without. I mean, they're out there, and they coming in, and they just want to shut things down. But go ahead.
But he answered and said unto him that told him,
Mm-hmm.
Who is my mother?
Who is who?
Who is my mother?
Who is my mother? Go ahead.
And who are my brethren?
And who are my brethren? You see what I'm saying? What was more important to Christ? Cameron. Was his mother more important than his work? What was more important, his work or his mother?
His work.
What is more important, his work or his brother?
His work.
What's more important to me, this work or my wife and my son?
Work.
This work. You know what I'm saying? This truth. The brethren. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shouldn't be without. Be within. Be in the building. You know what I'm saying? That's what's important. Because that's what makes us on one accord. And when we on one accord, man, all things is possible. You know what I mean? Miracles can be performed. You know what I mean? And they have been, so I already know. I know we on one accord. I'm just saying. Sometimes people need to hear because people don't believe how serious we take this work. You know what I mean? And the good thing is that I have a family that knows this and won't come before this work. Now I ain't gonna sit here and lie like, you know, it ain't times where y'all want my attention and want me, you know what I mean, to put y'all, you know, ahead of things. I understand. But the work comes first. You know what I mean? And I deal with, you know, everything accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it is. You know, we got to make sure that's how you should be. You should be able to stand on business, Cam. That's why I'm raising you to be a certain type of way, right? So that you can stand on business because you're going to find out who's really for you and who's really not for you. All right. And all I can do is try to warn you. All right. So go ahead. Give me some more.
And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciple
and
said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
That's it. That's it. Whoever should do the will, that's who my brother is. That's who my mother is. You see what I'm saying? If I got that, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I could do whatever I got to do. Well, understand this work is still number one. But as long as y'all still in that truth and y'all keep doing the will of the Father, the work of the Father, I'm obligated to make sure that y'all got a certain space. But, you know, I got family, bro. I got family that I love. My mother, you know what I mean? My aunts, my uncles, my cousins. I got friends in the world, but they are far removed because they're not willing to do the work of the Lord. All right? Any questions at all? No questions? All right, man. Well, with that, you know what I mean? Well, let me get another one. Actually, I'm just let's calm downstairs real quick. I kind of want to expound on that a little bit more because that's heavy, man. Like when you first come into this truth, let me say something, man. One thing that when I came into this truth, one of the scriptures that really stuck out to me was the one where it was talking about a man, and I'm paraphrasing, a man that is married, I'll just say married, right? Or a man that has a woman, cares about the things of this world to please that woman. You see what I'm saying? But a man that does not have a wife cares about the things of the Lord to please the Lord. So he cares about the things of God to please God. That was the first time that I ever heard someone give praise to a person that was single. Because when we in the church, they push that marriage. You know what I mean? They push marriage like I don't know what. Like if you ever go to a comedy club in the world, they be like, all right, where are my single ladies at? And they be like, woo! And they be like, all right, well, where the married folks at? And they be like, oh. But in a church, when they be like, where the single folks at? They be like, where the married folks at? Woo! We married. You know what I mean? It's a totally different ideal. So when in the church, they would push marriage. Like that's the best thing. But here, that was the first time that I heard how, man, it's good to be single. It's good to be single because I don't have to worry about somebody else. Oh, you all right? You got food to eat? You got everything taken care of? You got clothes? Did you get something? Did you go shopping already? All right. Because I'm about to go to camp. I just want to make sure that you got this. You sure you know what I mean? All right. Because I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? What time you coming back? As soon as camp. That's going to be too late. All right. I'll try to make it quick. Well, what you doing after that? All right. Well, wait. You caring about the things of this world to please that woman. But when you ain't got no woman, you have the opportunity to care about the things of the Most High to please him. And that's an amazing thing, believe it or not. Now, it's an amazing thing once you find a woman because she's supposed to be a helpmate. She's going to make things light for you. She's going to give you life if you pick the right one. She's going to add years to your life if you pick the right one. So take your time, young man, take your time. All right? But that's it, man. And you know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead. With that being said, you know what I mean? I'm going to pass the class right on over to Precinct Officer Tasha Young. That's it, Chris, man.
All right, it's the ISUPK security announcement. Rules for new brothers and new sisters. When a new brother and new sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are here to learn and shed themselves of the world. If you need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister have an interest in a person, they seek counsel from the head. Tithing, which is a commandment. Ma'asharah means 10 in Hebrew. That's 10% of any increase the Lord give to you. All right. Preach fund, Salakia, Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8 through 10. That's Ma'asharah, that's 10% of any increase the Lord will give to you. Preach fund is not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like to give, you may give. Up and coming holy convocation. We got the Passover coming up. The Passover will be
right.
April the 20th in Durham, North Carolina. Now listen, Those that are going to be riding with me, you need to get with me. If you're going to ride with me, I need to know. All right? If you need a ride, the school is putting together transportation. We're getting some buses to get down there. You might want to get in contact with your camp leader, so your camp leader can reach out and, to Philly and find out when they're leaving and where you need to be if you need a ride down, if you want to ride on the bus. All right. So if you're going to the Passover, which every Black, Hispanic, and Native American should be there, right? You should be there. This is a celebration. This is a time for all of your people to come together without no issues, without no problems. All right. It's nothing but brotherhood and sisterhood. All right. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, pants, scarf, and saying that. Amijah means to stand. We're gonna give the sisters a courtesy salute. Salakia, we're gonna give the brothers a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amijah Shabbat, Amijah, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham, Yat Yamatah, that means arms down. Sar means to turn. We're gonna face the sisters. Sisters, Amijah means to stand. We're gonna give the sisters a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amijah Shabbat, Amijah, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Atham Hashem Yahushua.
Shamar, Alathan, Ba'ashem, Yahusha. All right.
Yahya Matah, class dismissed.
All right. What that means, sis, is Yahweh name the house, Yahweh watch over.
Get down here to class, 1232 North King Street, Wilmington, Delaware.
Shalom, Lord Christ, to my brothers and sisters, man. Y'all need to come down to 1232 North King Street, where the truth resides, man. ISUPK, Delaware. We definitely representing doing some big things.
202 North DuPont Boulevard in Smyrna, Delaware.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Come and be a part of this rising thing that we got going on here in Delaware.
I hear everybody claiming that they love the Lord and love God and all that. Well, get in here and show it. You know what I mean? The scriptures say faith without works is dead. So if you ain't doing nothing, your faith is dead. So get up and do something. What you need to do is get your ass up and get in the class. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't doing nothing else. You're sitting home wasting time. Everything is going on around you, and you don't know how to compartmentalize these things. You understand? I'm on my way to class right now, like you should be. You know what I'm saying? Class don't stop for nothing.
Verse 3 talks about, when you read the whole thing, it's talking about